in the thunder, not in the crash, not in the shattering of glass. It's in the moment after, when the ringing in your ears confirms the thing you've been denying for years. It's in the space between the ticking of the clock and the void where your key used to turn in the lock. It's so had a high-pitched tone, it's felt, not heard in the bone. It's the ache in the silence, a physical press on the chest, a vacuum where your laughter used to live and breathe and rest. It's the weight of a missing goodnight, the deafening lack of a sign. It's the sound of my own blood rushing, asking a relentless why. It's not loud, it's not shy, it's a dull and endless tide. This week in the silence is nowhere left to hide. Take music to drown and fill the house with sound. God defines me in the spaces between notes on the ground. And it's in the pause before the host says we'll be right back, in the mason half of a familiar worn out track. It's the quiet of the phone, the blankets or the screen. The most deafening nothing I have ever seen. It's the ache in the silence, a physical press on the chest, a vacuum where your laughter used to live and breathe and rest. It's the weight of a missing good night, the deafening lack of a sigh. It's the sound of my own blood rushing, asking a relentless why. It's not loud, it's not sharp, it's a dull and endless tide. It's ache in the silence with nowhere left to hide. They say time heats all, fills the void with something new. What grows in a vacuum? What sound can pass through? Maybe this ache is the new shape of me, a sculpture carved from silence for the whole world to see. Listen, can you hear it? The loudest, nothing ever. I built a little pyre in the backyard sink, struck a match and tried not to think about the smiling faces frozen in the light of a summer that felt endlessly bright. The first one curves and blackens at the edge, a silent, painful, necessary pledge to stop living in a paper past. This ritual is meant to last. I'm burning our photos, watching our history turn to ghost. The flames are hungry, they eat the proof. I'm a love that was once so aloof. But heat on my face feels like freedom, like sin. As your smile gives way to the fire within, I'm burning our photos till there's nothing of you left to hold. That one from the pier, the wind in our hair, a moment so perfect, so painfully rare. It resists for a second, the emotion glows and surrenders, and everybody knows that the story is over, the book is shut. No more what if or maybe or but, just the cathartic cleansing origin do, turning we into embers and ash, and now I'm through. I'm burning my photos, watching our history turn to ghost. The flames are hungry, they eat the proof of a love that was once so aloof. The heat on my face feels like freedom, like sin. As your smile gives way to the fire within, I'm burning our photos so there's nothing of you left to hold. Let the neighbors think it's a trash fire, let them stare. Let the smoke carry fires into the air, for a woman who's choosing her own light to see by. Not the dim fading glow of a captured goodbye. This isn't anger, babe, this is creation, building a new world from a conflagration. Ashes to ashes, dust to the breeze, and finally able to breathe. Seven digits worn and old, a number that my fingers know by soul. I punch them in with trembling care and hold my breath in the midnight air. I count the rings, 1, 2, and 3. A tiny hopeful part of me still thinks you might pick up and say the words to take the pain away. But it just rings into the void, a hope forever unalloyed. And the sun that dial tone serenade, the price of every mistake I've made. A flatline hum, a dead-end song to tell me all I knew was wrong. I sing along to its lonely sound on this smell cheer, the sorry that I'm not right here. I let it play just to pretend this isn't really how it ends. I speak my piece to the recordings beep, a secret for your machine to keep a plea you'll never ever hear, drowned out by the tone so sharp and clear. It cuts me off, it ends the call, the emptiest sound of all. That dial tone serenade, the price of every mistake I made, a flatline home, a dead-end song to tell me all I knew was wrong. I sing along to its lonely sound on this cold and empty ground, my one-sided symphony of what you meant and what's left of me. This dial tone serenade. I know I should delete the contact, face the simple, brutal fact, but my thumb just hovers weak and sore. What is hope for if not for this anymore? To listen to the empty hum and feel the ghost of love to come. A steady note, a constant key for a love that used to be my dial tone, my only song where I still belong. I walk past the parlor, slow my pace. Some microbes a tad across the space. It highlights particles that dance and float above the last unfinished note. I'm a sheet music left open wide on the bench where you used to reside. A perfect outline in a gray of where you sat to play, to play. Now there's dust on the piano bench, a quiet, settled, patient clench on the wood where you once would see into the songs you'd play in your sleep. The keys are cool, the metronome still, waiting for a ghost to feel the will, to break the spell, to stir the air. But there's just dust on the piano bench there. I sometimes hear the echo of a phrase, a minor chord from happier days. It hangs there in the hallway, faint and thin, a memory that I can't let get seen. Your silent, sacred, dusty dream of your hands so sure and light, filling up the house at night. Now there's dust on the piano bench, a quiet, settled, patient clench on the wood where your warm foot seep into the songs you would play in your sleep. The keys are cool and much alone still, waiting for dust to feel the wind, to break the spell, to stir the air. But there's just dust on the piano bench there. They say to clean it, start anew, let someone else sit there, play something true. But this museum of ours needs its quiet, its gentle rust, a monument to harmony that's caused, not gone, you see. So let the dust lie soft and deep, a lullaby to put to sleep. The sun may never finished. You kissed me in the blue hour, when the world was soft and deep, a secret just for us to keep, a promise I could read. We spoke in hushed tones, plotting our escape, drawing maps upon the bedsheet, sealing our fate. But your eyes grew heavy, lulled by my steady breath. As you drifted into dreams, I stood at the edge of death, of daylight, and I was forgotten by sunrise, as the gold bled through the blinds and touched your eyes. You woke to a world remade without my name upon your lips. A new day had erased the night's eclipse. I was just a shadow, a story you told in the dark, a fleeting temporary spark, forgotten by sunrise. I watched the colors change on the wall, on the line of your jaw, from indigo to gray to something raw and new. I memorized the shift, the exact moment I knew that the magic had an expiration, a contract with the moon. And as the sun declared its victory in that quiet room, I was already fading, a ghost facing her doom. And I was forgotten by sunrise, as the gold bled through the dark where truths are seen? Am I just a creature of the waning moon, doomed to vanish with some spectral tune? Will I ever feel a morning that remembers me? Or is this how love will always be? So I learned to love the moonlight and dread the coming dawn. Forgotten, just gone. They wander through the gilded rooms. They speak in cultured tones, admiring the brushstrokes that light the fractured bones of art that's long been finished, signed and placed upon the wall. They never seem to notice you, my love, most haunted of them all. Stand there by the landscape in the frame of the French door, a semi-transparent patron, forever wanting more. You don't disturb the viewers, you don't make the painting sway. You just linger in the periphery and wait for me each day. Oh, ghost in the gallery, the masterpiece they'll never see. You haunt the space between the frames, the dust on the parquet, a permanent collection of our yesterday. I'm the curator of your memory, I keep the lights down low, so the living never question why I move so painfully slow. My ghost in the gallery, the only piece I understand. At night when all the doors are locked and moonlight stripes the floor, I sometimes see you clearer than I ever did before. You trace the line along my jaw, chill I can't dismiss, the faintest impression of a long remembered kiss. You don't speak, you never have, your stories in your eyes, a silent glorious portrait of our beautiful goodbyes. You're made of longing and of loss, of pigment thin and fine, and you are utterly exquisite, and I wish that you were mine. Oh, ghost in the gallery, the masterpiece they'll never see. You haunt the space between the frames, the dust on the parquet, a permanent collection of our yesterday. I'm the curator of your memory, I keep the lights down low, so the living never question why I move so painfully slow. My ghost in the gallery, the only piece I understand. One day they'll find me sleeping right here on the bench, and they'll hang a little plaque that says she had an eye in hands. She gave her life to beauty, to the artifacts of grace. They'll never know I spent it staring at a phantom's face, at the one exhibit that was never meant to last. The ghost in the gallery, my future and my past. a bag or slam a door. You don't declare a civil war, you just get quieter in the room. Let the silence start to bloom. Your opinion soften in a fine. Your laughter's no longer mine. You become a pleasant ghost, a fading smile I miss the most. It's not a leaving, it's a legion, a gentle constant, quiet bleaching. This is how to disappear slowly, become a footnote in your own story. Turn down the volume of your soul till you're no longer a whole. Let your colors rinse to gray in the middle of the day. Subtract yourself piece by piece to offer someone else peace. This is how you disappear. You cancel plans with soft excuses. Your presence slowly reduces to a scent left on a chair and the shadow of your hair in a photo looking vacant far beneath the cold and distant star. You erase the us and we so carefully, so painfully. It's a masterclass in evaporation, a drawn out whispered resignation. This is how to disappear slowly, become a footnote in your own story. Turn down the volume of your soul till you're no longer a whole. Let your colors rinse to gray in the middle of the day. Subtract yourself piece by piece to offer someone else peace. This is how you disappear. And one day they'll look up and start and say, you know, she had a heart. I think I loved her once, it seems, but you'll be gone, just scraps of dreams. The greatest trick you'll ever learn is how to make a fire not burn, but smolder out without a light and vanish in plain sight. A little less each day, until there's simply no more me to stay. To stay. I scroll through pictures from a year ago, a different girl. Her eyes were bright, her smile was an unfurled flag of hope and curiosity, a fearless open heart before the world, and you tore it apart. She's a stranger to me now, locked behind a glassy screen, living in a before that feels obscene to even look at. 'Cause I miss you, that's the easy part to say. I miss the way you brush my hair out of my face, but God, I miss myself too. The one who wasn't endlessly waiting on you, the one who laughed from her belly, not her throat, who wore her confidence like a favorite coat. I miss the me I was before the fall, and I wonder if I can find her after all. used to have opinions on the books I'd read for fun, not just analyzing everything you'd done. I had a favorite coffee shop, a solitary routine, a life that wasn't built around a scene where you were the director and I was just the cast, playing a role that was fading fast. 'Cause I miss you, that's the easy part to say. I miss the way you'd brush my hair out of my face, but God, I miss myself too. The one who wasn't endlessly waiting on you, the one who laughed from her belly, not her throat, who wore her confidence like a favorite coat. I miss the me I was before the fall, and I wonder if I can find her after all. So this grief has two faces, two voids in the night, the shape of you leaving and my own fading light. And healing means learning which one to address first, the abandoned lover or the spirit you curse. Maybe loving her is how I let you go, the only love I've ever known that has a chance to grow. Welcome back, it's been a while, I've missed your smile. I've cataloged the artifacts, arranged them in the hall. A ticket stub, a faded scarf, a photograph of fall. Each item has a plaque I wrote with academic care, detailing how we found it and why it matters there. The air is cool and still, the lights are softly dimmed to save the fragile painted memories from the darkness of the grave. No visitors come calling, there's no entrance fee to pay. It's just me and the echoes at the closing of the day. Welcome to the museum of us, a collection of love turned to dust. Walk slowly, don't touch the display. The past is so brittle today. Here lies the sweater you left in my car, under glass like a shard of a star, a silent exhibit of what used to be. In a museum of you and me. The central piece, a hollow ring, sits on a velvet stand, a monument to promises I couldn't understand. I polish it on Tuesdays, though it never seemed to shine as brightly as the moment you first said that you were mine. The gift shop selling postcards of a smile that's now a ghost, and I'm the lonely docent of what I have valued most. I know I should close down for good, dismantle every shelf, but it's the only place on earth where I can be myself. Welcome to the museum of us, a collection of love turned to dust. Walk slowly, don't touch the display. The past is so brittle today. Here lies the sweater you left in my car, They build museums for the greats, for kings and queens of art. But this one's for a lesser love that still owns half my heart. A private showing, one last look before I turn the key and let the whole collection sink into eternity. Exit through the gift shop, take a piece of pain. The museum of us is closing down the rain. I noticed it this morning while brushing my teeth in the sun. A patch of clean, bright tile where a darker twin should run. I turned and checked the hallway, stretched my arms out wide and high, but nothing stretched out after me against the wall nearby. I'm standing in the brightest noon I've ever seen, and yet I'm casting no more darkness than a man I've never met. Even my shadow left too, the one thing that was guaranteed to follow me through. When you took your light, I guess it had no choice but to depart. Now I'm a woman with no outline, just a hollow blazing heart. I am weightless, I am nothing pinned beneath this brutal sky. The final proof I wasn't worth the space I occupied. Yeah, even my shadow left me. It learned the trick from you. At night under the lamppost glow, where other people's shadows dance and flicker long and low. I have conversations with the pavement just to hear a sound, but my silhouette is absent on that consecrated ground. I've become a source of light, they say, but it's a vicious burning white that erases, not defines, and steals the comfort of the night. Even my shadow left too, the one thing that was guaranteed to follow me through. When you took your light, I guess it had no choice but to depart. Now I'm a woman with no outline, just a hollow blazing heart. I am weightless, I am nothing pinned beneath this brutal sky. The final proof I wasn't worth the space I occupied. Yeah, even my shadow left me. It learned the trick from you. What do you call a soul so empty it can't even hold a shade? A love so fully given that the very darkness swayed and chose to walk away. Silence of my footsteps is the only song I sing. Alone, you're to leave without even myself to keep me company. dreams inside the closet door. A secret pact in '94. You drew a heart, I drew a star, promising we'd go this far. In permanent ink you laughed and said, as you gently kissed my forehead, it'll outlive the pain, outlive the walls, a fortress for when summer falls. But seasons turn and pain gets thin, and sunlight slow to wander in. Even permanent marker fades into soft and blurry shades. The black to gray, the sharp lines bleed, a victim of a simple need for light and time and air to flow. And quietly it lets us go. I trace the ghost of what we swore. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Permanent marker fades. I found it while I packed the last box, a relic hidden in the locks of memory and childish things. The joy a simple promise brings. My finger follows where you wrote. The catch, the curve inside your throat. It comes away with just a sigh and dust beneath a sober sky. No grand betrayal, no fiery injustice. Time, the silent, gentle friend. Even permanent marker fades into soft and blurry shades. The black to gray, the sharp lines bleed, a victim of a simple need for light and time and air to flow. And quietly it lets us go. I trace the ghost of what we swore. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Permanent marker fades. Oh, maybe nothing's built to last, just echo from the fading past. The lesson written in the dust, to love the now because we must. The promise wasn't in the ink, but in the moment I think a gentle blur, a softened edge, a silent knowing pledge that even permanent things fade. Fade. I flipped the switch when the sun dips low, a golden glow on the melting snow. It paints a path up the empty drive, keeping a promise to stay alive, to keep a vigil warm and bright through the long and lonely night. It's a habit worn down to the bone, now that I'm sitting here alone. It's a porch light for no one, a beacon in the dark for eyes that won't see. It's a waste of a good boat, maybe, but it's a piece of you still left in me. It says I'm home, I'm here, coming from the coldest story that's already been told. It's it's a porch light for no one but me. The moths still come, they beat the glass, dancing in the light that's meant to last. For headlights rounding up the hill, for a shadow with a familiar will to climb the steps and shake the chill. And a heart I promised to fulfill, now they just circle, lost and small, and I watch them, and that is all. It's a porch light for no one, a beacon in the dark for eyes that won't see. It's a waste of a good bulb, maybe, but it's a piece of you still left to me. It says I'm home, I'm here, coming from the cold, a story that's already been told. It's a porch light for no one but me. Maybe it's not for you at all, maybe it's to break the night's deep fall. Maybe it's a tiny defiant sun to prove that waiting can be done. Or maybe it's just a simple stupid light that I can't bring myself to turn off tonight. Let it burn, let it shine, this little piece of what was mine. A porch light for the memory. It started in the bedroom, a dampness in the air, a chill that clung to linen that wasn't ever there. Then down the hall it traveled, a slow and creeping spread, a puddle by the fireplace, droplets on the bed. Now it missed the kitchen window, beads upon the stove. It's a weather system, personal storm only I know. It isn't pouring, it's just weeping, a perpetual soft release, turning my home to a monument of peace and grief. There's rain in every room, a gentle gray and gathering gloom. It falls inside the walls, it drips from memory's shelf. I'm living in the aftermath by myself. It blurs the books, it warps the floor, it pulls behind the silent door. A climate born of tears I've yet to cry. There's rain in every room, and I don't know why. The weatherman outside says it's sunny, clear and bright, but my internal barometer's stuck on endless night. Umbrellas are useless, the wet comes from within. A slow leak from my heart through my paper-thin skin. I've grown moss on my shoulders, ferns in my chest. This internal ecosystem is putting me to the test. mouth gently precipitate. Let it fall. Let it mist. Let it show. Be present, pure chords with a shallow entering in the second verse. How clear beside an ocean vast and so grand. I built my whole world on the shifting sand. I breathed you in, I called it air. A perfect trust without a care. But the tide turned cold without a sound, and my feet couldn't find the ground. Now there's salt water in my lungs and a silence on my tongue. I'm sinking in the peace we made, drowning in the choices laid. I see the sun from far away, a shimmering gold of yesterday, but I'm anchored to this ocean floor. Loving you just hurts me more. Salt water in my lungs, salt water in my lungs. The pressure builds with every thought of every battle that I fought, to keep my head above the wave, to be the one you couldn't save. The souvenirs of sunken days in a crushing bluish haze. The echoes of your voice, a ship's lost bell, ringing out my own farewell. Now there's salt water in my lungs and a silence on my tongue. I'm sinking in the peace we made, drowning in the choices laid. I see the sun from far away, a shimmering gold of yesterday, but I'm anchored to this ocean floor. Loving you just hurts me more. Salt water in my lungs. They say to float, to just let go, but you're the current down below. Each memory, a riptides pull my heart is heavy, breakable and full of this love, this endless sea that's finally swallowing me. No gasping, no final fight, just fading into bluish light. Salt water in my turn the dial on the old radio, searching for a station that I used to know. A song we loved, a late night show, but all I get is quiet, muffled low. A Racing white noise, empty and deep, the sound of everything you failed to keep. It fills the car, it fills the room, it blossoms in the gathering gloom. It's just static where you were, a hollow, constant, shapeless stir. I strain to hear your voice inside, but all the frequencies have died. I'm tuning into emptiness, a silent aching vast confessional of static where you were, a never-ending low soft blur. I scroll through photos on a screen so bright, frozen moments in captured light. I try to hear the laugh behind your smile, but it's buried underneath the mile of silent space and passing days, and this relentless soft white haze. It buzzes in my ears at night and dims the stars and kills the light. It's just static where you were, a hollow, constant, shapeless stir. I strain to hear your voice inside, but all the frequencies have died. I'm tuning into emptiness, a silent aching vast confessional of static where you were, a never-ending low soft blur. Maybe silence would be worse, a vacuum or an ancient curse. At least this sound proves something's there, a signal lost in thinning air, a proof of life now passed away. I'll listen to the noise all day. Shh, just static where your heart used to beat. I shouted in the canyon of what used to be us, a ragged, angry sound, a burst of broken trust. It rattled off the sandstone walls I built around my heart, and tore the fragile silence all apart. I screamed your name, your failures, every ugly bit of truth, the indisputable collected proof of how you end everything but the rocks. They have their own way of seeing things. 'Cause the echo is kinder than your voice ever was. It softens all the edges, gives me pause. It turns my I hate you into I hate this, a gentle rolling mist. It takes my you left me and brings it back as left. The simple fact of all the love bereft, the echo doesn't argue, doesn't lie or spin. It just reminds me that the sound is coming from within. I go there every evening, to confess a hope, a hurt, a tangled, messy guess about who I am now in this hollow cavern space. And every time the echo gives me grace, it stretches out the sorrow till it's thin and almost sweet. It lays the painful memory at my feet and says, here, look, but don't pick up the stone. I'm learning how to listen to the sound when I'm alone. 'Cause the echo is kinder than your voice ever was. It softens all the edges, gives me pause. It turns my I hate you into I hate this, a gentle rolling miss. It takes my you left me and brings it back as love. A simple fact of all the love bereft. The echo doesn't argue, doesn't lie or spin. It just reminds me that the sound is coming from within. Maybe I'm the canyon now, worn deep by my own tears, holding space for all my unacknowledged fears. And the echo is my own heart, learning how to reply with a softer, wiser, more forgiving cry. Again, softer, again, gentler, until the echo is just a song. This room still holds the shape of us, a dent in the couch, a film of dust. I trace the cracks along the ceiling, feeling the weight of this slow unfeeling. My feet are heavy on the floor, like I've never stood here before. Each step's a task, each breath is led with all the good and kind words left unsaid. Oh, the gravity of leaving is pulling at my seams, a silent steady grieving in a house of shattered dreams. I'm fighting just to stand here against the tidal wave of the gravity of leaving and the love I couldn't save. A box with faded things, a ticket stub, a pair of broken wings, the coffee mug you left behind, a relic of a simpler time. The doorframe seems a mile wide, a canyon with the other side, holding all future I can't quite Oh, the gravity of leaving, the gravity of leaving is pulling at my seams, pulling at my seams. A silent, steady grieving, a silent, steady grieving in a house of shattered dreams. I'm fighting just to stand here, yeah, just to stand here against the tidal wave, against the tidal wave of the gravity of leaving, and the love I couldn't save. They say just turn and walk away, as if it's just another day. But every atom in this space clings to the memory of your face. The law that pins me to the ground is the saddest force I've ever found. The handle cold beneath my palm, this final overwhelming calm. I cross the threshold, I break the spell, and learn to bear this personal hell. The gravity of letting go. The gravity of letting go. We didn't know to mark the calendar, to take a mental bow. We just lived inside the sunshine of the everlasting now. The car was always running, the future just a blurry friendly place. A smile rested easy on your face and mine. We talked and always spoke and never ending. Our troubles were just plot points in need of mending. We were golden, we were stupid, we were brilliantly unaware that the axis of the world was shifting in the air. That was the last good year, before the frost of doubt, the slow encroach of fear, before the silences grew longer than the talks, before we started keeping separate mental clocks. We were kings and queens of a limitless domain. I'd give anything to go back there again, to live inside that perfect ignorant cheer, back in the last good year. I've got a box of photos and they all look the same to me. Smiling faces under an untroubled sea. A blue sky, a possibility of endless open road, a shared and secret lessening precious load. Now I look at later pictures and I see the subtle strain, the way we're standing slightly apart in the rain. The sequel to the story where the magic starts to fade, and we started building memories in a different, colder shade. That was the last good year, before the frost of doubt, the slow encroach of fear, before the silences grew longer than the talks, before we started keeping separate mental clocks. We were kings and queens of a limitless domain. I'd give anything to go back there again, to live inside that perfect ignorant cheer, back in the last good year. In the last good year. They say don't look back, it's not where you're going to. But what if the only there you wanna be is already through? What if your finest hour is receding in the rear view? All you can do is salute it, and drive on into the blue. 19 something, my last good year. Goodbye. It starts with instinct, muscle memory. My tongue against my teeth, forming the sound of we. It's in the coffee order, the signature on a line. The first word in my prayer, the last one in my mind. I whisper it to sunrise, I curse it to the rain. The sweet and bitter burden, the source of all my pain. I have to let it go, I have to break the chain. So I begin the process of unlearning your name, unlearning your name. Syllable by syllable, dismantling the flame, erasing it from paperwork, from stories from the air. Trying to make a stranger from someone who was there. It's the hardest education, this forgetting how to speak the language of my heart when it was strong and not so weak. I'm unlearning, unlearning your name. I see it in the credits of a film we used to love, carved into a park bench sent from up above. I flinch each time I hear it called out in a crowd. My head turns on a puppet string, I'm crying out aloud, but screaming on the inside where the echoes never fade. Just repeating, repeating the name I need to degrade into just a sound, a collection of letters, no claim. So I continue the process of unlearning your name, unlearning your name. Syllable by syllable, dismantling the flame, erasing it from paperwork, from stories from the air. Trying to make a stranger from someone who was there. It's the hardest education, it's forgetting how to speak the language of my heart when it was strong and not so weak. I'm unlearning, unlearning your name. What will I be when the task is done? When I've lost the battle and the war is won? When my mouth stays still and my heart feels nothing, just a hollowed out bell that stopped its ringing. Is that freedom or a deeper, colder case? The final silent sentence on love's final page. Your which finally, hesitantly, stops. The furnace hums, the night is cold, a story that's too often told. I curl up tight on my own side, with nowhere left for me to hide. From the empty space, the cotton plain that whispers your familiar name, I reach across out of old habit to find your half of the blanket. It's just fabric now instead, a cold expanse on our old bed. But I still see your shape there, pressed, a ghost I'm trying to undress. Our pulley closer, still behind a counterfeit of feeling complete on your half of the blanket. But my heart can't seem to forget it. I remember fights and where it ended, how borders were drawn, and then I mended the gentle tug of war and sleep, a promise both of us would keep. Now there's no batter, no sheer brown, just this vast and silent mound of too much cloth and not enough. The comfort that was once so tough, it's just fabric now and thread, a cold expanse on our old bed. But I still see your shape there, pressed, a ghost I'm trying to undress. And pull it close, I steal the heat, a counterfeit of feeling cold, lean on your half of the blanket. And my heart can't seem to forget it. Baby, I wash it, fold it away, start fresh with the cunning day. But for now, in this moonlit square, I pretend that you're there, and I hold the edge so tight. I wish you back into the night. You're half my whole, this empty space I can't control, just your half of the blanket.